Hello, hello. Happy Monday, everyone. Welcome to Monday Motivation Live. Oh, your host here with Crystal Laura Cruz. Oh my gosh. I want to talk to you today about analysis paralysis. Y'all, if some of you have been kind of stuck in a rut, feeling like you're not doing enough, feeling like you're stressed, burnt out, depressed, overwhelmed, and the holidays are coming and it's just feeling like you've had enough. This is for you. Okay. So I've helped a lot of clients the last couple weeks with people with doing some mind mapping of redefining their purpose. And so one of the themes that I see happens most in, especially with entrepreneurs, is that we think that we have to do all these extra things and that we have to get another certification, or we're not good enough, or we need to train more, or do all these other things. When really what I like to do is mirror what is already working for you, what you already have. And what I found is in seasons of change for me, I ask myself one powerful question. What can I do right now with what I've got? Say that again. What can I do right now with what I've got? Which means not creating a whole nother plan. It means let's tap into the plan that we had before and make sure we were working the plan that we said we were first. So this is step one. Now, I do a lot of vision board workshops. I do a lot of purpose planning. I do a lot of mind mapping, and I help sort people's lives out and their businesses. Y'all, this is one of my favorite things to do. But I think what happens is we're not far along as we want to be because we stopped working the plan that we said we were going to. Okay. So if maybe, what is it? November 24th now. We're almost done with 2025. And what did you tell yourself that you were going to do in January? What was your fitness plan looking like? What was your business plan looking like? What was your financial plan looking like? What was your family plan looking like? Okay. What was your fun plan looking like? And so we start our year off thinking that we are going to do all these things. And we set up a plan, we set up milestones, and we set up accountability. And then we forget because life happens, and then we get bored because the actual work has to happen. The accountability has to happen. The actual action has to happen, right? And so what I want to do today as we round out 2025, let's tap into the plan that we already created. Before we start creating a new plan for 2026, and y'all, I'm doing this same thing right now in real time. Y'all, I'm in a season of change. There's a lot of things that I want to shake up and just switch it up in my business. So I'm hitting the pause button. I'm saying like, all right, let's figure out what we have in our toolkit, in our toolbox. What do we have right now with what we've got? Right? What can we do? And so instead of creating a whole brand new thing, like, let's see, have you been doing the work that you said you were going to do? You set this plan already. So let's see where we're at with the plan that we already set. Okay, so let's start there because you already did a lot of this work. Many of you did. If you didn't, send me a message. I would love to connect with you. We'll do a 15-minute just goal setting call. I can help you map some of this out. I'm also have a Black Friday special where I'm taking on 2 more private clients and at half off. So if you want to really map this out and have a good, solid plan, I love to do this for people. So, all right. So this is what we're going to do here today is we're going to reset. We're going to hit our reset button. If you're here in the comments, if you're here live, say hashtag live. I want you to shout yourself out. Where are you tuning in from? And also say hashtag reset. I'm here for the reset button. Let's make sure we reset and recalibrate what we said we were going to do first. Okay. And then we can go do our vision board and our workshops and all of our planning for 2026 afterwards. But first, let's get real. Thank you. All right. I see you all posting in the comments. Thank you so much. Amazing. Thank you. All right. So also let me know if there's certain topics that or questions that you have, post them in the comments. You might just be featured next week on Monday Motivation Lab. So send your comments, send your questions. I'll riff on things. Y'all, this is like no fancy studio. I'm here for maybe 15 minutes, 10, 15 minutes. I have 3 tips I'm going to give you today to take some action and hit the reset button and recalibrate to finish this year. All right. So this isn't just about motivation and inspiration. I want to have some activation in your life. So I'm here to accelerate your life. All right. So it's Monday, new week. Guess what? It's the same version of you, but you get to choose to accelerate and take action this week. So we're all about action. Shout yourself out, hashtag action in the comments. If you're here for action, I only want action takers. I don't want blame, shame, and complainers in my world. I want action takers, people that are forward moving, solution oriented. Let's say like, all right, I'm ready to hit the reset button. Let's recalibrate and let's take some action. Let's go. All right. So if you're with me, say yes in the comments. Let's go. All right. So tip number 1 to take action, we have to have awareness. So number 1, we have to have awareness in our life. Okay. So truly let's get honest and let's get real. What was your goal and where are you at? And how much work and effort have you put towards that goal? If you started this year or maybe this month saying that you wanted to lose 5 pounds, but yet you go through the drive-through or you drink soda or alcohol or you eat dessert every night and you're not moving your body or you're not drinking your water and you're not taking care of yourself, let's have some honest conversations and some awareness. We got to face the truth now without judgment. All right. So we want to be kind of facing the hard truth, but we're not going to beat ourselves up. Okay. So we're here for a reset and a recalibration, not a bashing session. All right. So all I'm doing is to put a mirror right here in front of you to say, okay, let's have some truth, some real talk here. Okay. So when we go through this reflective awareness exercise, we want to ask ourselves some powerful questions. Okay, if we're not doing that work, where is our energy being placed? And perhaps the energy is being placed in a place that isn't a priority in alignment of your goals. So I love to do this mapping of energy suckers and energy vampires, or Hoover vacuum. We create a Hoover vacuum list, y'all, in my programs. So create a Hoover vacuum list of the things that are sucking you dry. Is it doom scrolling? Is it your mother-in-law? Sorry, mother-in-laws out there. But like, y'all, if you have someone in your life that is sucking you of all things holy and not allowing you to fuel your goals, then we need to be honest. Let's bring some awareness, and we might have to have some honest conversations. So where is the wasted energy? Where's the leaky energy? Where is the open loop of things that we need to accomplish? Okay, so that's question number 1, to get real, to say, all right, if we're not where we want to be, then where is our energy? And are we placing too much energy in something that is giving us part-time energy in return? Or maybe you have a part-time job or a volunteer position, or you're working at the church, or you're volunteering at a shelter, whatever it is. Is that paying your bills? Is the return of that energy exchange giving you the amount of energy that you're giving out? Okay, so love you all. But if you're a loving, caring, giving soul and you over deliver and you're not receiving a healthy energy exchange, you're going to get burnt out. You're going to be resentful, and you're actually betraying yourself every single time you do that. So then you start to reflect and you hit the reset button or the recalibration. You're like, why aren't I farther along? Well, we do this energy work to be able to say, this awareness work to say, okay, let's start to think about balancing out our energy into other places that are fueling us forward. Okay. So that's number 1. So this awareness of our energy is important, and making sure that we reprioritize. And then also think about, what is the story that we're telling ourselves? I love to help people rewrite stories in their life. So we have like this story or this song that plays on repeat in the back of our brain constantly. I'm not good enough. I'm not popular enough. I'm not pretty enough. Whatever that is, that story that you say, or I'll never get to where I want to go. Guess what? You're right. And that energy, speaking of energy, your brain and your body wants to prove itself right. It wants to be comfortable. So what your thoughts are, that song that plays on repeat, that story that you tell yourself every day, right? Your life, the universe, God, everything is going to be put into your world that proves that right. Okay? So you're going to want to make sure that you're playing the right song on repeat every single day. So try to remove any negative thoughts, remove any gossip, slander, other people's opinions, remove that from your world and just try it. But start to recognize, is there a story that's playing that says, I'll never get that job? Guess what? You'll never get it if you keep telling yourself that story. Okay? So this awareness of our stories and our energy, number one, very important. Okay. So number two is action. Okay. So start small. So a lot of times when we get overwhelmed or when we start a new goal or we hit the reset button, we're burned out, we're stressed, we're overwhelmed or depressed. It's sometimes just the small little needle making moves that are going to create the most impact. Okay. So start small and then start the consistent small daily habits. For those of you who don't have ever read the book Atomic Habits by James Clear or High Performance Habits by Brendon Burchard, these are great books and resources to tap into, learn about the small daily habits. And then also I have the habit tracker. So it's a free habit tracker. It's crystallorecruz.com/habit tracker. I'll drop the links below. But if you want to check that out, small actions lead up to the bigger impact and your bigger results and your success over time. So I always say the brain keeps track of every single time you show up. And it also keeps track of the times that you cancel on yourself. So every single time you show up in pursuit of that action of what sets your soul on fire, the brain goes, ding, there you go again, one step closer. So if you were to pick just the small action steps, and y'all, we cannot control how life is happening, what other people do, other people's opinions, how they respond, how they react. All you can do is respond and react and control the things that you are in control of. Serenity now. Serenity prayer has saved and changed my life. All right. So I like to think about the 4 non-negotiables. So this is a bonus tip for you. 4 non-negotiables: sleep, hydration, nutrition, and movement. I'll do a whole separate masterclass on that, on my non-negotiables. So if your sleep, your hydration, your nutrition, and your movement is intact, you are setting yourself up for success for anything that comes your way today. Okay. So that's the preventative way to take those small non-negotiable steps each day that you don't cancel on yourself for any of those, no matter what. Okay. So small actionable steps over time will create the momentum. The momentum and this feeling of accomplishment is what breeds the motivation. Okay. So the motivation just doesn't show up. You have to move first, and then the motivation shows up. The motivation's like, ding, holy cow, we're doing this. We're moving. We got momentum. We're getting feedback. Holy cow, this feels good. That's when we get motivated, not first. The motivation comes from action. Motivation does not come from inaction. Okay. So we got to take small, actionable steps in pursuit of what sets your soul on fire. And over time, you'll get the motivation, you'll get the accomplishment, you'll feel it. And maybe you might make a mistake. Maybe you're learning. Maybe you're growing and going through a season where you're starting over. Guess what? You get to learn through that and lean into that discomfort and learn from the mistakes, learn from the lessons and blessings, and keep showing up. The small daily actions over time will lead to the biggest impact. Okay. How we feeling? How we doing here? Let me check the comments. All right. We got Texas in the house. Hello. Good to have a positive motivation in your tactical toolbox. Proud of you. Thank you so much. This is great. Texas, North Carolina. Good. All right. Love the message you're putting out. Amazing. Started my diet. I'm 4 years sober. Amazing. Great job. This is great. Thank you for sharing. Love your passion. It's admirable. Thank you. All right. So you are out of your rabbit ass mind. Hey, thank you. I don't know if you're talking at me or someone else, but listen, if you're going after your dreams and goals, you're going to feel a little wacky, a little out of your mind. And you can't argue with this passion. So I highly recommend, if someone is out there saying you're out of your mind, that means you're probably doing something right. So get out there, keep sharing your message no matter what. Okay. And if it is on your heart, like this is on my heart to bring Monday Motivation Live, activation and action and transformation to your life. Guess what? Some people, I'm not for everyone. So thank you for sharing your feedback. I love you. I'm sending you so much love. And if hopefully it's coming from a place of love, and maybe this is your wit or your grit, or maybe you're hurting. Either way, send me a message. I'd be happy to help you and have a conversation. Okay. So tip number 1, have awareness, face the truth. All right. And so if you are bashing someone else on the internet, if you have a keyboard ninja in your life, y'all have some awareness and face the truth. All right. So if there's some stuff we got to work on, I'm your gal. I'm an emotional intelligence coach. I do somatic healing. I can help you with some of the hatred and the resentment and the anger that you have. All right. So tip number 2, take some action. Take action. Y'all, just take small daily action. You never know what could be possible. And it's uncomfortable, yes, but keep showing up no matter what. All right. And number 3, get some accountability. Get some accountability. We are not meant to do this life alone. All right. So in my world, I have beautiful communities where we help each other. We have accountability group chats. We do group coaching circles. We have monthly workshops. We have retreats. I host retreats all over the world. I speak on stages all over. I help inspire and motivate. And I build a community of men and women that are thriving and that are action takers in pursuit of what sets their soul on fire. So we do book writing retreats. I partner with other amazing entrepreneurs to help collaborate in a space that we are all moving and growing and elevating and collaborating together. Because we are not meant to do life alone, and we all have unique talents and gifts. And my gift is my energy and my thoughts and my tactical strategies. And I write curriculum and I bring people together to live happier and healthier. And that is my gift to the world. So what is your gift to the world? And if you need support and you need help figuring what that is, or your next steps, or the small daily non-negotiables, if you are struggling in any of these areas, please send me a message. Happy to hop on a call. Just try to navigate this. Like I said, I have some Black Friday specials that are happening this week for the fitness, retreats, private coaching. There's plenty of options for us to work together. But I want us to just really get clear. Let's hit the reset button. Let's recalibrate. Let's get honest. If you set a goal earlier this year or this month, where are you at? And instead of searching for something new, let's just say, hey, what do we have right here in our toolkit that we're not using, that is untapped potential? I'm doing this exact same thing in my life, and I'm helping my clients do the same. We're tapping into the strengths and the gifts and the talents and the stuff that's already right here in front of us. Instead of reaching, let's capitalize on our strengths and our gifts and our tools and our resources that are already in our ecosystem. Okay? Because it's so easy to go for that shiny object, to do all these other things. Okay? Why are you so close to the camera? It's scary. Sorry. Not sorry. It doesn't look like that for here, but thank you for that feedback. I'll check the recording and see if there's something happening. But looks good on my end. So I love you all. Thank you so much. Appreciate all that you do to keep showing up, sharing your message, sharing your gifts. And if you need support, reach out. I love you all. Have a great day. Happy Monday.